Good morning and welcome back to the allotment, where I am trying to move this planter. Now, we were going to carry it round. Martin's not about, Mick's not about, well, nobody's about at this time, it's only me, daft enough. So I think what I'm going to do is just tipple it. No, that's not a word. What I'm going to do is roll it all the way down to the end of the plot and then try and get it in the back of the van. And then what I'll do is I'll drive all the way around and then just see if I can just manoeuvre it through the gate. It's a lot wider than the gate post, but I'm wondering if I can jimmy it in. I'll do that. But I want to get this off because Mark came yesterday from Gardening with Plot 21. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description below, and also a link to his latest upload of him crossing the wrong side of the Pennines, as I'd like to say, to come to the right side. Yeah, he came down, we had a nice brew and a good chat, and he got a lot of those pallets away, and he's taken up to his plot, and you'll be able to see that on his video. But let me get cracking, moving this, and I can get on to some other stuff then. There we go, that didn't take long. What I'll do now is I'll nip round the back, drive the van down, and I think the hardest bit's going to be getting it into the van. But never say never. I think this isn't as bad as it looks, to be fair, but I think the hard bit's going to be the gate. I've just walked round and gone through the gate to get the van, and I might come unstuck there because it might not go, and if it doesn't, then I'm going to have to probably leave it on car park till somebody comes, and I'll need probably 4 people to lift it over my fence. But it looks rickety now, and it looks all, but once it's all painted up, I think that's going to be that'd be a nice feature in the centre of the plot. Right, let's get round to the other side. We're never going to go in with that trellis on, so that trellis is off now, so should be able to get it straight through. I'll just move my garlic out of the baskets and get it right up the plot. mission accomplished. Brilliant. I'm not bothered now. It's on the plot, it's off that side. I think it's time for the cuppa. Cappuccino, anybody? Right, so that was a big job, getting that round. What I'm going to do now is, because I think I got down to the plot this morning, it was about 7:15, something like that, very early. I'm going to have this coffee and then I'm just going to nip off site and I'm going to nip down to the range to see if they've got any seed potatoes in. I'm very late this year in getting seed potatoes. Normally I've got them on the bench chitting, but I've been preoccupied obviously with moving, so I'm going to nip down there, get those. So I'll see you when I get back. Right, I'm back. I like to go nice and early so it's empty and there's nobody in, not fighting through the crowds. So I managed to get hold of 3 types of potato, 3 varieties, 2 main crop and 1 second early. So the main crop, I have gone for the trusty Cara. So these, I've grown these now for the last, I don't know what, 3-4 years, and I just think they get quite a good yield from them, and they taste really nice. These are very good for roast potatoes, no, baked potatoes, sorry, baked potatoes. So I'm just going to put them in these trays and let them just chit away. I said chit away on the bench, and I've got some fleece rolled up there that I'll put over the top of them. So there, the carrot, I'll just leave that in there with them. And then the next ones, main crop, are Desiree. Now, I like Desiree, and to be fair, I like the main crop potatoes because they tend not to get, they seem to be in better condition when they come out of the soil, and tend not to get as much wireworm. These are doing just nicely, just a few chits on there. I won't allow too many chits to show. I'll rub a couple off when I'm ready to plant. So that's Desiree. It's turned into an absolutely beautiful day here. The wife's got quite a few jobs for me for tomorrow, so I'll be down early in the morning with strict orders to be back home for a certain amount of time. There's a lot of neglect going on in our garden, so that's the Desiree. And the final one is a second early, which is Kestrel, which is great for chipping. So I like the chips. Chips with everything. Yeah, I've got quite a few jobs to do. I'm going to give the hot tub a clean, well, not so much the inside, but the outside of the hot tub a clean. And I will be filling that back up at the end of this month. So again, these look really nice and healthy. Nice chits on there. So that is the Kestrel. So what will happen is they will go on there, and then overnight simply get some of my thick fleece out and cover them over. Right, let's go outside. Another little job that I need to do. Right, just outside the small greenhouse here in the bed that I want to be a rose bed. So I've purchased my first 2 roses. They're a shrub rose, so I am going to plant the first ones. This one is called, it's a polyantha rose, and it's called Mina. A nice vibrant red colour, and supposedly highly scented. So as you can see, it comes as bare root stock, so get that down, remembering not to plant or cover where the base of the rose. Now I'm thinking shrub roses, what we're looking at, maybe 2 foot apart. So let's get this next one, which is another fragrant shrub rose, bush rose, and it's called Virgo. And this is like a really nice creamy white colour. We'll get this one in here. And I'm thinking about here. Should do it, which is just a little over 2 feet. There we go. Just tease those roots out. Try and make quite a bit bigger hole than it needs, and then it's got plenty space to spread into. Okay, it's in there. Let's cover that up. Nice firming in. And I mustn't forget to stick a label at the back, so for future reference. So that's the first shrub roses in. Looking forward to seeing those flower. Right, what I'm going to do here is my carrot bed needs topping up. So I've got some sharp sand, a little bit of sharp sand. I'm just going to take a little bit of my compost and just mix that in with it. Not a lot. It was a bit awkward to do, but yeah, you don't want too much nutrients in it, but from time to time you do need to top the carrot beds up, and I find sharp sand just a little bit of compost, not too much, does the trick, because it won't be long now before I'll sow directly into it. Because what I do is Graham, who's on the plot next door but one, he's got a really nifty piece of perspex. That I put over the bed and start to warm it. I get the carrots in and get them away and put that over the top, and it does the trick. It keeps the frost off and they get a little bit of a head start. Right, leave me to this and I'll see you over at the other side of the bed. And I'll rake that out, get it nice and smooth, and get the perspex on and start warming that soil. Right folks, I think I'm going to leave it there for today. What I'll probably do is, after I've shut this down, I might stay another hour and maybe try and, if I've got a paintbrush down here, get some paint on that planter, and then I can look to get that in through the week. Also, I need to start this wall that I'm going to put up here to put the fire behind. I don't think I'm going to get a chance to do that tomorrow either, but we'll see anyway. But there'll be a midweek update, hopefully, as usual, and until then, everybody take care, have a great weekend, enjoy the sun if you've got it, and also don't forget, nip over to Mark's channel, Growing with Plot 21, and see how he got on coming across the Pennines. I'll leave a link, as I say, in the comments below. Thanks again to all the new subscribers and old. Thank you very much for watching and all your positive comments, it's really appreciated. Until the next time, take care and happy growing.